Hi, my name is Jenny Ngo, and my research partner is William Oertel. And today we're going to be talking about our research project called Comparing Correlations of Right Ventricular Strains to Tricuspid Annular Plane Systolic Excursion, also known as TAPSE.
What is right ventricular dysfunction? So it is historically overlooked compared to left ventricular dysfunction, and it's estimated about 3 to 9% of patients with acute heart failure admissions result from RV or right ventricular dysfunction. It has a complex geometry, making it very difficult to evaluate its function, and assessment methodologies open new avenues.
The gold standard for assessing RV function is actually something else. It's called cardiac magnetic resonance, also known as CMR. However, it's not widely used because it's very expensive and it's not widely available. And so that's where TAPSE and RV strains comes in. Some strength of TAPSE and why it's a very conventional and widely used methods right now is because it correlates really well with CMR. However, there's also a lot of limitations that research have identified. One of it is that it's very angle dependent. Another limitation of TAPSE is it's not fully representative of RV global function, and it mainly reflects the longitudinal function, which does not capture the full complexity of the RV geometry. Some strength that the RV global longitudinal strain and global free wall longitudinal strain. It's angle independent. It can account for both the longitudinal and radial directions and account for each myocardial unit of contraction and while also correlate really well with CMR. However, the limitations is that it's relatively new in research. And so in our research project today, we compared the correlations of RV strains, particularly RVGLS and RVWLS, to TAPSE performance and to see which strain has the better correlation to
So
TAPSE.
the criteria was that you had to be at least 18 years old, have stable vital signs, and you underwent a transthoracic echocardiography. The patients had to have both a TAPSE, RVGLS, and RVFWLS in order to be eligible for the study. And there were 142 patients studied in total. To measure GLS to TAPSE, we see that the R squared value is significant with 0.274. And an independent association model adjusting for age, sex, and race found 30.3% of variance in TAPSE is explained by GLS. Now, when we compare this to our FWLS here in this slide, we see that our R squared on regression analysis is 0.403, showing a better association. Additionally, the independent association model, after adjusting for the same thing, age, sex, and race, found that 43.7% of the variance in TAPS WLS, making it overall a better model. And we see this on this slide, more correlation and regression independent association models, and it's just comparing everything side by side, really showing that FWLS is a more effective model.